So for the piecewise one, what I want to do with this is this means that the arrow is going left. This is going to be a closed dot and a closed dot. This arrow will be going right, okay? So this is a line. So what we want to do is we want to build our function off of the line, all right? Off of this condition. So I'm going to use -2, all right? That means I'm going to have -3, -4, -1, and 0, okay? All right? As far as that, I'm going to go to the table. All right, this is actually going to be pretty easy. I'm just going to put the number 4 in there. All right, table. And what you'll see is I put 0, it's 4. Put -1, it's 4. -2, it's 4. -3, it's 4. -4, it's 4. All right, so all of these are 4. All right, now, I'm only allowed to use the ones that are less than -2. So I can use this one, and this one. For this one, I have to put an open circle. This one I can't use, this one I can't use. All right, x squared, the anchor point for that second one would be 0, 0. So I would build around 0. Okay, so 1 and 2, -1 and -2. All right. All right. So what I got here is I got -2, which is 4. I got -1, which is 1. 0 is 0, so 1 and 0. And then we just do 1. 1 is 1, 2 is 4. All right, now, I'm only allowed to do from -1 to 1, so, or -2 to 1, so I can't do those. All right, now this last one. All right, since the condition's around 1, I'm going to build around 1. 2, 3, 0, -1. Okay? All right? So I got -2x plus 3. All right, -1 is 5. 0 is 3. Okay, 1 is 1. 2 is -1. And then 3 is -3. Now, this one says x is greater than 1. So I can't use this, I can't use this. It's going to have to be an open circle. So let's go ahead and plot. All right, -2, 4. Open. -3, 4. -4, 4. And what I've said is this arrow should be going left. Okay? This one, all right, -2, 4. And now, since I'm replacing this, I'm going to fill this in. -1, 1. 0, 0. 1, 1. All right? There is no arrow here. This is just going to be connected like this. All right, 1, 1 is here. It's already filled in. 2, 1. 2, -1. 3, -3. Okay, we're saying this arrow is going to go right. So from here I would have that. Okay? All right, this also is an equation of a line. So I'm going to build around this condition, which will be 2. So 3 and 4, 1 and 0. Okay. Okay, I got 0 here. Whoops. All right, so 0 is -1. 1 is -2. Okay. 2 is -3. 3 is -4. And 4 is -5. All right. Now, since it says x is less than or equal to 2, I can only use that. So I get to use this one. I cannot use these or these. Okay. Now that anchor point there would be 0, 1. So I'm going to build around 0. Okay. All right. So I will go x squared plus 1. All right. So I got -2. Whoops. Sorry. At the table. -2, which is 5. 2. Okay, that's going to be 1. Okay, if you want to see that, that's 1. All right, 2, 5. Okay? Now, since it says x is greater than 2, I basically can't use any of those, and that's got to be an open circle. All right, so let's plot 0, -1. All right, this arrow here, this would be a left arrow, this would be a right arrow. Okay? So 0, -1, 1, -2, 2, -3. That's closed. All right, I'm saying this is going to be a left arrow, so I'm going to go this way with this. All right, this one is 2, 5. Okay, that's the only point I can plot. That actually should be an open circle. All right, and since it's a right arrow, I just got to go like this with it. Okay, all right. These are also 2 lines. Okay, all right. Now this one, I'm going to build off a -1. So -2, -3, 0 and 1. All right, what you're going to see here is when these are constant, all right, no matter what I put in there, look at the result. It's always going to be 2. So whatever that is, that can save you some time. Okay? All those results will be 2. Now, this will be a left arrow, this will be a right arrow. I can only choose ones that are less than -1, which will be all these. This would be open, but I can't use that. Okay? This is also a line. I'm going to build off a -1, so same idea. All right? Fraction is typed in like this, -2 over 3 with the x over here. All right, so I got 1, which would be -0.6. 0 would be 0. All right, -1 would be 0.6, 1.3. -3 would be 2. All right. Once again, I can only use ones that are greater than -1. So this has got to be filled in. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. These I cannot use. All right. So let's go ahead and graph this. -1, 2, which is open. Okay. -2, 2. -3, 2. Okay, and this is a left arrow. Okay, all right. -1 and 0.6. 0 and 0. 1 and -0.6. This right here is a right arrow. All right. Okay, so now we're moving on to absolute value. All right, so that anchor point is, that first one's going to be -4, -1. So I'm going to build around -4. Okay. So basically with the absolute value and the step function, okay, that's how you build around that for that. All right, table, I got -2, which is 1, -3, which is 0. Okay, -4 should be my anchor point, which is -1, 0. Wait, what did I have for -2? No, it's 1, positive 1. Okay, and then -6 is 1. Okay. Now for this will be a left arrow. I can only use the ones that are less than or equal to -2, so I can use all of these. Okay, that would be a closed circle. All right, this anchor point for this one would be 0, 5, so I'd build around 0. Okay. All right, so what I got here is I got -2, which is 1. 4. Okay, I think 0 should be 5. Yep. 1, 2. Okay. All right, so this one's got to be a right arrow. I can only use the ones greater than or equal to 2, so all of these are going to be no good. Okay, so -2, 1. negative 3, 0, negative 4, negative 1, negative 5, 0, negative 6, 1. Okay? This is a left arrow, so this will go like this. Okay? This next one is at 2, 1. Okay? Since it is a right arrow, I would just go like this with that. Alright? That's fine. Okay? Okay? And here's my